I don't know about you guys, but even though it's Sunday and I had to come into work today, I woke up with a smile on my face. Now, the reason why is 31-11. Absolute domination in the swamp last night. Joey played great. Deshaun played great. Pass catchers made plays. The defense made stands. It was a ton of fun to watch. And you did something that you hadn't done since I was 3 years old. It was the most complete game of the season. And I don't even think it's necessarily close. I feel like it's the first time we've seen this team actually go out there and play complementary football. And I'm even adding games like against UAB, against New Mexico State. You held Florida at home to less points than you did against New Mexico State and UAB. It was unbelievable. And I think what impressed me most, and I tweeted this out this morning, so if you follow me on Twitter, you saw this before I'm talking about it right now, but what impressed me most was you saw a motivated team with pretty much 0% chance to make the college football playoff. That team seemed so motivated, seemed so locked in. Guys were flying around the field. Guys were hitting. You were out physicaling them in the trenches. And technically, from a postseason college football championship, national championship perspective, you didn't really have that to play for. This was just for pride. And it's really cool to see that on display. It really, really is. And Josh Heupel even spoke a little bit more about that in his post-game press conference, and I know you're going to love it. He said, I think this team, they care about each other, and they love competing. They love playing ball with each other. You guys have heard me say it. We hadn't put it all together at the same time this year yet. After tonight, I'm still going to say the same thing, but we continue to push forward and get better, so enjoy this one on the plane ride back. It'll be an early morning when we get there, so it'll be time to get ready for some Thanksgiving football. And I hope they enjoy it because they deserve to enjoy it. Because every single day for the last 13, 15 days since you lost to Oklahoma, all I've heard, all they've heard was, what a waste of a season. There is nothing left to play for. This thing is over. If you don't believe me, I beg you, go back to my social media and read the replies to my tweet from a couple of weeks ago saying there's nothing left to play for is such a loser team. Okay? It seemed like there were tons of people who thought this season was done. And you know the players heard it as well. Guess what? They didn't care. They went on the road and did something this team hasn't done in over 2 decades. You love beating the Gators? If you do, hit that thumbs up button and like the video. It was so much fun. I looked at my wife last night and I was like, this is awesome. Not only are we just dominating, but it's stress-free football as well. So if you love beating Florida, hit that thumbs up button. I think a big thing we have to remember is how young this roster is. Okay? I think that's very important when we talk about why these games are so important, meaning Florida and Vanderbilt, with not much on the line when it comes to the college football playoff. Because if you look at Tennessee's roster age, if you round up, which if it's 0.5 or above, you should round out, 5th grade math rules, you have 50% freshmen on this roster. That is first in the SEC. No other team in this conference has more freshmen on their roster than the Tennessee Volunteers. 15.3% sophomores. So 65% of this roster is made up of 20-year-olds or younger. Okay? Like, you have 11.7% of this team that's graduates or seniors. This is such a young team. This is why these games matter to them, guys. Because they're going to be here past November. They're going to be here next year and the year after that. These games matter to them because this is their job. This is what they do. Try telling Heupel that this game didn't matter. Did you see the emotion from him after that one, hugging Danny White? All he's heard for the last 2 weeks is, fire Josh Heupel. He can't get it done. He can't win the big one. That's all he's heard. He's heard everybody on Twitter negative about this game, thinking Tennessee was going to go down in the swamp and lose this one again. Try telling Joey Aguilar this game didn't matter. starting this contest 10 for 10. Okay? Try telling Joey that. I'm so proud of this team for what they showed, for how they played, and that's why I can't wait to be in Neyland Stadium 6 days from now watching them take on Vandy. Okay? You got one more game to go out there and make a statement. And then you got the bowl game, but we all know bowl games are a little bit different now. In this area, you're not going to have your full roster. The other team's not going to have their full roster. You've got one more game to go out there, get an SEC win, finish as a 9-win regular season team, finish with a well above 500 record in the SEC. Go get yourself a ranked win against a rival that believes they run the state right now. They truly believe that. Have you heard Diego Pavia, anything he said over the last 7 or 8 months? Go ruin their season. Go ruin their year. Go ruin his Heisman hopes. Tennessee opens up as a 3.5-point favorite over Vanderbilt. Those lines opened this morning. I tweeted out a couple of weeks ago, I believe I said if Tennessee was favored as 10-point favorites against Vanderbilt, I would put the mortgage on Tennessee. Well, speaking a little bit hyperbolically because we rent, so I don't have a mortgage to put, but I still would feel very, very good and still do feel very, very good about them winning this football game. I need your help, Tennessee fans. I need 9,500 subscribers by that Vandy game 6 days from now. We're 121 away from that goal. If you have not joined us yet, make that change right now. Hit that big red subscribe button. If you go down in the comments section, you'll see an awesome deal which will help you get a little bit of a head start on Christmas shopping. It is officially the week of Thanksgiving. That is right. We'll be eating turkey 4 days from right now, and then it's Christmas time. $30. That's all this smoky gray all that smoky gray quarter zip is going to cost you if you go to chatsports.com/UTQzip. That link is in the comments. That link is also in the description of today's video. So we're going to round out this video how we do a lot of our Sunday ones called our overreaction segment, okay? I'm going to tell you 5 things that I was seeing on social media, that I was hearing from other Vol fans, and we're going to tell you if they're an overreaction or not. Number 1, this is a playoff team. Look, I don't think this is crazy to say this isn't an overreaction. It's really not. And I know a lot of people like to say, oh, Tennessee and the SEC, they play the if game. They play the hypothetical game a lot. But I just could not get past the fact that, man, if you make a field goal against Georgia, you're watching a playoff team last night. I had one of my buddies, he's an A&M fan, and he texted me, he said, what's going on right now in Gainesville? And I texted him back, I said, what's going on is that we are a really good football team. And you have been all year. You just lost your 3 biggest games. And sure, you don't deserve to make it to the playoff if you lose your 3 biggest games. I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying this team has been good pretty much all season long. Overreaction number 2. The Vols are better with Joey back. And this is the furthest thing from an overreaction I've ever seen in my life. I'm probably going to do a deeper dive into it, probably not Monday, probably our Tuesday show. But Joey Aguilar is in the new Diego Pavia lawsuit to get an extra year of eligibility. And I've seen so many people say, man, just get Joey out of here. Move on to McIntyre. Move on to Faison. Guys, this team is so much better and will be so much better if Joey Aguilar is its quarterback in 2026. I can promise you that. Ethan Davis over Miles Kitselman. That's another overreaction I'm seeing. And so far, all 3 of these not overreactions because I could not agree more. I said this a little bit last night on my postgame. Miles Kitselman reminds me a little bit of like 2015 Jason Witten, which he gets hit and he falls. Reminds me of like this day and age's Mark Andrews. He gets hit and then he falls. Ethan Davis makes plays, man. He's a yards after catch guy, which just isn't Miles Kitselman. Now, Miles Kitselman's a great leader. I'm sure he's a great guy. He's a great blocker. But if you're looking for a playmaking tight end, you got one, and his number is 0. On to overreaction number 4. The Vols are fine at running back next year. I don't think this is an overreaction. Now, it would be an overreaction if you said Vols don't have to do anything at running back next year. I do think that's a little bit of an overreaction. I would love to lock down Amari Latimer. We're going to have that covered more throughout this week. He's committed to Wisconsin, 4-star running back, but things are trending towards the Tennessee Volunteers. And if you don't lock him down, Peyton Lewis, I wouldn't be surprised if he enters the transfer portal. I would like to go get another running back, but in terms of worrying about who your RB1 is, you should have zero worry because Deshaun Bishop is there. And Deshaun Bishop's been out there all season long. Hell, Deshaun Bishop's been there his entire lifetime. He's a Knoxville kid, and he's phenomenal. Statement win from Josh Heupel. Not an overreaction at all. I didn't realize it until just now, but all of these are not overreactions. Probably could have scripted that a little bit better, but hey, we were rushing to get this video in. Regardless, this is a statement win from Coach Heupel. I said it a little bit ago, but everybody over the last couple of weeks since that loss against Oklahoma is saying, fire Josh Heupel. He can't win the big ones. He's about to go lose on the road to Florida because that's all he's ever done on the road to Florida. And then he just went out there and he hung 31 points and a half. 31 points and a half. Pretty damn big statement win from the head honcho right there. I hate Florida. If you are with me, spam GBO down below. The only thing they're good for is spring break. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, you could saw that thing off the United States of America, let it go sink in the, I guess it's on two sides, the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean, or Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. Whichever ocean, body water wants it, they can have it. Spam those GBOs down below. And make sure you're followed on social media. Joey Petersen 8, Joey Vols, Joey Petersen 8, 3 different platforms, 2 different names, but all 3 links are down below in the comment section. I'm also right here every single day. Tennessee Football Talk. Make sure you subscribe and join us for daily coverage.